button.
Pressing the button, and I'm saying, hello, everyone. We're here again for another awesome game of Dungeons and Dragons and Wrestlers. My name is Sarah. Welcome to the channel. And I am a retro game store owner. Like I put in I don't know why I never added that before. Put in the little thingy, the linky. With me, I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons with my wrestler friends. Tonight we're playing, Thom is DMing for us tonight. I am playing Lena, a fighter who dual wields swords and hides them in the folds of her dress in the back. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Yay!
I'm Kevin. I'm playing a half ogre barbarian pirate who's perpetually drunk.
And loves dogs.
I mean, yeah, he loves his dogs. He maybe doesn't love all dogs.
Okay, that's fair.
And he did cleave those wolves in twain.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, like.
Oh, okay.
He felt bad about it, though.
Yeah, he's pretty
Touche.
But like, alcohol makes a man do crazy things, or makes it do crazy things. Like, imagine big, angry, drunk Shrek.
Without the accent.
How do you know Zug doesn't have an accent?
You haven't done an accent, sir.
I didn't know Zug. Do you expect Zug, my 750-pound, 8'2" ogre, talks the same as me?
Yeah, that's how you've been portraying him.
Yeah.
I'm not doing the voice.
Well, do the voice then.
I'm kind of talking with his cadence, not his voice. I'll try some voice stuff.
Okay.
I'm Nick. I'm currently playing Curtis Walker, basically U.S. agent who wants to be Captain America. So still basically a Captain America knockoff.
Does he sound like you?
Yeah, I portray him as I intend him to sound.
Okay.
I'm Thom. I'll be the DM for tonight, and all the NPCs sound exactly like me.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm excited about all your NPCs. We're live on the purple site.
It's funny that you bring up Shrek, Kevin. I won't tell you why, but it's funny.
Perfect. Love it.
Yep.
I got all I need to know.
I want to know now.
You don't get to know Sarah.
I won't know. I'll never know. Fine, I see how it is.
I also see how it is.
Oh, God.
Okay. The social media's done.
Should I do the recap?
Do the recap.
Okay.
Yeah. Do it.
On the last episode of We're Better Than Brian Cook Because We're Not Dead Pirates, we successfully rolled in, or Zug successfully rolled into Eastveld after felling a bunch of not ogres.
They were ogres.
They were ogres.
Okay. And we, Sarah and I, took out a whole fleet. Well, Sarah took out a whole fleet of military men. Well, I took on the commander. Once we successfully killed him, we rolled into town, collected our reward, joined back up with Zug, and made a plan to get all of our refugees out of town without being found out. Our plan was to sneak them all at night to our ship. That plan kind of went awry because we were being, well, I mean, they were looking for us. The Crown's Guard were looking for us and the people we saved. So, the owner of the inn let us know that there was a secret underground passage that we could get out of after we had gotten all of our supplies. And so we took everyone into the secret underground tunnel that led to the sewers. And the only hitch was that Zug could not fit. So we took all of our people and supplies into the sewers while Zug had to find another way. That is
Yep.
where we left off.
I
And
am.
another way he found the bar.
Oh, that's right. He did find the bar.
Oh, yeah.
That's as far as he got.
Yep, I had rolled to see if he would give in to temptation, and he did.
I imagine Nick, the fight with where it was like you were fighting the big the commander guy, and in the background it's just like the fuzzy like blur of like a cat fight just in the background behind you, and you're doing your awesome moves just behind
Like a
you.
cartoon dust cloud.
Yeah, it's
collecting everything
exactly
as it goes
cartoon
along.
dust cloud. Yes, behind you. Just the
I had imagined it this entire time as like Nick and the champion guy are in this like epic duel.
Yes!
Where they're, like, reflecting each other's hits.
Yeah.
Totally.
Land one on the other one, land one on the other. Meanwhile, you're just like block, kill, block, kill, block, kill, all the way through everything until you just stood there and looked at him like,
You got it! You got it, Curtis! Yeah,
I appreciate you cheering me on.
I absolutely do. Lena wouldn't do it in the, like, she would not say it out loud in front of other people, just for your benefit, for your image. She wants you to feel respected and secured and not have a,
Thank you.
yeah. She'd tell you later.
It was 12-1 in terms of kills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the captain was not 12 times as hardy as the guards.
Yeah, but he was at least worth more points in the long run.
You could tell yourself that.
I will.
that's what I've been telling myself all week for, man.
Cool. Does anybody have any questions? Tonight's gonna be fun because it's weird.
Great.
Okay, so the last thing we saw was Zug getting completely derailed and going right across the street back to the drunken kobold. So while he's in there, we essentially will cut back to Lena and Curtis, and so you are currently leading 20 or so prisoners. We've never really settled on a number. It's somewhere in the 24 range into the sewers from the small exit in the inn cellar. As you ducked into the opening, Lena, you grabbed a torch from a sconce on the wall, so
Okay.
you have some light.
Okay. And
the last thing that you saw was Zug putting the big stone back, blocking up the hole before he went to the bar. So now you're in the dark. The sewers, they reek of waste and decay. Every step you take is a slog because you're basically in like knee-high, gross sludge. I assume you two are leading the way because you have the torch and you know what's behind you at this point.
yeah.
So as you're walking through the sewers, every step you take is challenging. Every time you splash water in the sewers, you can hear like the scurrying of rats from the sides getting out of the way. After you get about, I'd say 100, 200 feet into this tunnel, you start to see these little slits in the ceiling that are letting in some light. And it's kind of, you can determine it's probably where like wastewater would rush through. So it's not completely dark. And so, yeah, how are you guys feeling in this environment?
This is icky. Definitely scrunching my nose at this, but trying to keep a brave face and keep everyone moving. The faster we get through this, the sooner we get out of this grossness.
Even though we're not familiar with this area, I feel confident because we've been down here before, so I can know that we can at least have an idea of where we're kind of headed.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'm not familiar with the area, I'm moving with confidence.
Okay. And so at this point, you're in a single tunnel. There's been no branches. You're just heading in a straight line. Based on kind of where you left the cellar, you kind of are getting the feeling that you're heading towards the center of town, where the fountain is. And you can feel the water that you're stepping through. It's fairly stagnant, but there is a current going in the same direction as you. Yeah, and so unfortunately for you and the prisoners, or the rescued prisoners, it's going to be a bit of a slog. While this is going on, we cut back to Zug, who's in the oops, didn't touch my stitches. Who's in the drunken kobold, and what's Zug up to?
I mean, I imagine depending on how many people are there that like he remembers, or at least like remember him, he's in there just telling pirate stories.
Okay, so you've got your little surrounded group of fans urging you on to tell ever escalating tales of piratery and swashbuckling. After you've been in there for a bit and you've consumed multiple buckets of rum and had your fill of the atmosphere, you feel a tap on your shoulder, and
Yeah. Hello.
you look around and you don't see anybody at your eye level. As you look down, you see a dwarf, a long gray beard, and he's just looking up at you from his smaller stature.
Hey, buddy. What's going on?
Fancy yourself a drinker, huh? You're a big lad.
Yeah, a little. Zug like to drink a little bit.
Yeah, I've listened to your stories, and I can tell that you can handle your booze. But have you ever outdrunk a dwarf?
Yes.
Have you ever outdrunk this dwarf?
He's gonna like get real close to him, like put his face right up to him, and like he's got his eyes squinting so we can like get a good look at him. Uh, maybe.
We've never met. I think I could outdrink you, laddie. You've already drunk. You can't even tell people's faces. I'm challenging you to a drinking contest.
What does that mean?
It means that we will each continue to drink until one of us falls out of our chair.
Okay, that's not fair because Zug already broke 3 chairs.
Oh, okay. Either I will fall out of my chair or you will fall asleep.
Oh yeah, Zug no tire. You okay?
You see the dwarf go over to the barman and order a couple of drinks. You get a giant bucket. He gets a normal sized glass for a regular sized person. And you start
This seems
drinking.
totally fair.
Yep. And so, lost my paper. Hold on. So after about 4 rounds, you start to see the dwarf kind of he's swaying a little, and he's laughing a bit more at your stories, and he orders another round. And as you get the 5th round, he goes to pick it up to his lips, and he drops the glass and he falls over. And there's a big ruckus as everybody that's been around and has become a fan of Zug is super excited that you won this drinking contest. How's Zug feeling?
He's just gonna like reach over, pick him up by like the pants, put him on his chair again, grab his drink, put it in front of him. That no count.
And he just kind of slumps over. And as he's doing that, his hand kind of rests on his glass, and he's just kind of sleeping. And, people are slapping you on the back. They're offering to buy you more booze. But then the barman comes up, and he says, laddie, I think you've had enough. Nobody else is buying anything. They're just watching. Could I ask you to leave? There's another great bar down the street.
Zug was supposed to do something. Okay, yeah, Zud have something to do anyways, but everybody have fun time. It was real fun time. Fire in the hole! As he just kind of like starts to squeeze his way out of the door.
Okay. So as you exit the drunken kobold, you feel a tingling on your skin. Your hair stands up a bit, and then there's a extremely loud crack of thunder, and the sky just opens up and just starts pouring. Give me a I guess give me a perception roll.
8.
Okay. So you're getting pelted with these giant tropical droplets of rain, and the thunder and the lightning is coming more quickly. Um, but you look around, and your first instinct is to go back into the inn, but you realize that that's probably not a good idea. Even in your drunken stupor, you get a feeling that you shouldn't go in there. And then you hear a voice somewhere around you say, "Check the alleyways." And you don't really know where it's coming from, but it feels like it's within you.
Yeah. So he's gonna look around, look to his left and to his right, and do I see alleyways on either side?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different paths you could take.
Cool. Yeah. So he's going to walk out, look at the look to his right, go to the find an alleyway.
Okay. So as you're stumbling around, and it's getting foggy and it's getting dark. You know, the clouds are so dark that it's blocking out some of the sunlight, and you're picking your way through the alleys. Some of them are small, and you have to kind of pull your way through because you're this big monster. Um, and then you hear the voice again, and it says, "If you want power, seek out help." And you get this feeling that it's coming from over your shoulder.
Uh, yeah. I get to turn around and start walking the complete opposite direction.
You feel this voice over your shoulder, and you turn in that direction, and you start walking in that direction. And somehow it seems impossible, but it's starting to rain harder. And as you turn the corner, you see underneath a windowsill, trying to get out of the rain, is a small donkey. I swear to God, this was already in the story before you said Shrek.
All right. So where is it?
So it's underneath a little windowsill, trying to stay out of the rain as best as it can. And so you see this donkey, and it's soaking wet. It's curled up under the windowsill. It's trying to stay dry, and it looks up at you with these big, kind of almost puppy dog style eyes, and it's calling out to uh, your animal loving nature, we'll say.
Yeah. Yeah. In Zud's drunken state, he's just gonna walk right over to it, like with his arms out, just be like,
Hello.
So as you approach and you lift your arms out, it gets to its feet very slowly, and you can see on its back left leg there's a line of blood coming from a wound that it has suffered, and it starts to hobble away. And it's just slightly faster than the drunken Zug. So you're kind of chasing after it, almost like a cartoon, stooped over, trying to grab it. It gets down to the end of the alleyway, and it looks back over its shoulder, and it's almost as if it's telling you to follow it.
"Yep, following the donkey."
Okay. So you turn the corner, and you run smack into a large building that you haven't seen before, and it has a big sliding door that's just slightly ajar, and the donkey goes into that door. to get out of the rain.
Yep. Going inside.
Follow it?
Yep.
Okay. You slide the door open enough to allow your large self to get inside, and I'll give me a perception check. Let's see what you see.
A natural 1.
Ooh, so it starts.
Well, I'm really at a disadvantage, so.
You walk in, and you instantly see a lot of unfamiliar things. In the back end of the room, there's a big fire, and there's a large, like, metal structure with some hammers next to it, and you see on the wall what looks like some weapons, and in the corner, there's a big pile of dry hay, and the donkey is curled up on the pile of hay. And you hear that the rain is still pounding, and the donkey's eyes are just, he's looking at you, and his eyes are slowly closing, and he's going to sleep, and you're now drunk plus drinking contest drunk, and out of the rain.
Yep, and there's a fire. So I'm going towards the fire.
Okay. The fire is near enough to the hay that you feel the warmth if you go that direction, but it's not going to start a fire in the hay. And the donkey's just kind of looking up at you, and he's curled up in a little ball.
Yep, I'm going to go, and I'm going to slowly sit down next to the donkey.
Okay.
Right next to the fire, and kind of like put my hands up by the fire, to kind of like warm up a little bit. Because I'm just now drunk, confused, and alone.
And so you're warming up next to this fire, and the donkey kind of pulls himself over, rests his head on your leg, falls asleep, and the combination of drinking and the warm environment and the cozy hay and the sleeping buddy next to you, you just kind of start to nod off.
Oh yeah, no, Zug's probably out within a couple minutes. Come on, this is Zug. We're talking about.
As Zug goes to sleep with his new friend, cut back to Lena and Curtis, and you've been walking for a while now, and you've taken some.
I'm gonna take Piper outside really quick. Give me like 2 minutes or so. You guys can keep going. I just won't.
Okay. The benefit of having this party split.
Yeah.
So you guys have been walking for a bit, and you've taken some twists and turns, but it's still been a very linear path. You're not entirely sure which direction you're going, but you're still following the direction the water's going, which tells you that it'll probably let out at some point. As you're walking, you hear the same loud cracks of thunder that Zug heard. And so while he's stumbling around in the alleyways, you're starting to see water and debris come in those slits on the sides, cascading down around you from the storm. And the water in the sewer, it's risen a little bit to maybe like thigh high. You're not in any danger of drowning. You hear some murmuring from the refugees behind you because they still don't have shoes and their new clothes are getting all gunked up.
Yeah.
And it starts to get darker because there's less sunlight. You're not hearing the hustle and bustle of the city above. There's no carts. There's no shouting. Everybody's gotten out of the rain. And you're just kind of trudging along. Eventually, you round a bend in the sewers, and you finally emerge into a wide open space. Kind of similar to when you guys met the seer in this kind of hub area. And so as you walk out from there, you're in this wide open space. What do you do? Perception check? Do you want to walk around? What's the plan?
Yeah, I definitely want to get a feel for our bearings.
Me too.
Okay. Stop touching that.
8 for
Okay.
perception.
3.
Okay. So you walk in, and the room is instantly familiar in terms of layout because it's kind of a similar hub to the space where you met the seer. You look up to where you would expect to see the kind of similar slits of light coming in from the last time you were in this type of environment. And it's a lot darker than before, probably owing to the storm outside. You turn the torch kind of to the walls, and you see similar carvings that you think are, from the sea elves who lived here before. Um, and as you swing the torch around, you can't see too far into the distance, but you can see that it's kind of a couple of concentric rings with some stairs, and in the middle is like a brazier that you could light, and it looks like there's some wood in it.
Should I?
Yeah, I think
Should
we
I-
should go ahead and light that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll walk on over and light that.
Okay. And as you light the brazier, and are you both walking towards the center of the room?
Yes.
Okay. And what are your idea for the refugees?
I tell them to stay here, remain calm, don't move. We're gonna light the path.
Okay. So you walk down the stairs. It's a couple of like flights of 4 or 5 stairs. You're in the middle of this in a big room with these concentric circles. As you light the brazier, you see the entire room light up enough so that you can see the outer walls. And you notice that you look back the direction you came. You see all of the people you rescued kind of standing near the opening. And you see the water that was coming from that tube going through a grate and running underneath the brazier. And then there's another tunnel. If you're facing the the people that you rescued, kind of at 4 o'clock, there's another tunnel where water is coming from, and then at 7 o'clock, there's one big tunnel the water is running out of.
All right, I think that big tunnel is where we want to go. So we'll head back to everybody, and I'll point him in the direction that we're headed, and head that way.
Okay. What's
Yep.
the
The marching order.
yeah, the organization? How's this going?
I still think we should have the two of us up front.
Okay. So you head out, and you've got your party behind you. And Curtis and Lena are in the front. You go down the stairs, down the second little set of stairs, past the brazier. You hear some murmuring from people asking if they can stop, if there's time to rest. And then one person finally just speaks up and is like, "Do you even know where we're going?"
I mean, honestly, no. I've never been here before. I was given directions, very vague directions, but we're following the water to get us out. I assume it will take us to the ocean, and that will take us to our ship.
To be fair, we have been to part of the sewer area that does go out to the water. So we kind of know what we're looking for.
Yeah, we have been down here before, just not
Not
this area.
here.
And the person who spoke up, you see somebody next to him kind of elbow them in the arm and say, "They rescued us. Let's just trust them. I don't want to be in the sewer anymore." But
If you need a break, we can break for a little bit because I don't know how long this journey's going to be. And I mean, we have the trip from the beach to our ship. We need everyone as rested as possible. So if you need a break now, we could do that. And then we can keep going. And if the water gets too deep for anyone, please let us know and we will make arrangements.
Definitely.
Yep.
there's a lot of murmuring, and then some people saying they want to stop, some people saying it smells terrible in here, let's keep going. It sounds like, so you're starting to be kind of overwhelmed with a cacophony of voices kind of shouting a bunch of different things with regards to, do they want to come, do they want to stay, do they want to go. The one lady is still complaining about no shoes.
Yeah, I'm really sorry about that.
Okay. It sounds like the majority wants to just get out of here. I understand it smells bad, so let's just push through until we can get somewhere a little more tolerable. And then I'll motion for them to continue forward and start marching.
Okay, you guys still in front?
Yes.
Okay, so as you leave the brazier, you go up a set of stairs towards the large tunnel. You said you're going towards the tunnel where the water was flowing out, correct?
Yes.
And as you get to the top of the set of second stairs, you hear a clinking sound kind of echoing throughout the hall. You can't really put your fingers on what it is, but it's coming from behind you. And it's just a very faint kind of clinking sound, like almost a tapping sound.
I'm going to motion for us to stop.
As soon as the party stops, you hear a horrific scream
And I will
coming
rush.
from behind you.
I'm going to book it down there.
Yeah, same.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
I'm good at this.
24.
Natural 20 for 26.
Okay. So you turn and you both just bolt to where you heard the screams coming from the back of the line. And you deftly kind of weave between all of the other people. There's commotion because everybody's scared now. They don't know what's going on. And it feels to both of you as though this adrenaline rush that you've had before of these moments, everything seems to slow down. And so each step you take with purpose, you're able to get around everybody. As you get to the bottom of the stairs, all of the other kind of refugees move past you, and they're kind of clustered in a huddle. You get back to the brazier, and from the other side of the brazier, you see, you see 3 of your rescued prisoners face down, and as soon as you get there, you see them hoisted up by their ankles up into the air. And as you look up, you see them being wrapped in a white substance and hung from the ceiling.
No.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, man. Another natural 20 for a 22.
Wow. 7.
Okay.
Did you guys give anybody torches?
I've got one.
No. I guess that was it. Which is why we were sticking close to the front.
Well,
Yeah, I probably
Although-
will give somebody in the back a torch.
I mean, we lit the thing to help us all see better.
we did.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So as you see them lifted up into the sky, up into the ceiling and hanging from the ceiling, you see 2 dark shapes kind of scurry away. If you're facing, think they go like 11 and 1, and kind of come down the sides of the room and come up towards you. And it's just the 2 largest, hairiest spiders you've ever seen.
Okay.
And yeah, so Lena is first. Actually worked out really well.
It's stone floor, right?
Yes, with some grates in it where you can see the water rushing through.
Okay. So if I were to chuck the light back down, it would not go out necessarily, right? Someone could pick it up quickly and they can have the torch.
Potentially. You can try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Okay, give me a... I guess it would still just be an athletics check, right? To throw something.
Yeah, if you want. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Natural 20
Okay.
for
So-
26.
So you will be successful, but I want to know what Lena's thoughts are. Like, how is this gonna work?
Okay, if we're in the area with the brazier, right, with the light, we just took the light from all of our peeps, so I want to throw it back at them so they can have it. So someone can grab it so they can have a light if they want to take off whatever they've got, some sort of light source for themselves.
Okay.
And then I will take one of would that be an action or a bonus action? Or a free action? What would you consider that?
Ooh, Kevin, what do you think?
Sorry, what was it?
I threw the torch back to the people. What would that be? An action, free action, bonus action?
I mean, how are you is it a lit torch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm throwing it onto the ground so someone can come pick it up.
Oh, if you're just chucking it to the side, that would be like a free action. But if you're actually trying to like throw it at somebody with precision, especially considering it's on fire, I think that would be an action.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, I
Admin
would say
double
you're
bonus.
probably 15 or 20 feet apart now. So you're not just dropping it to the side, you are throwing
I'm
it
chucking
behind
it.
you to a group.
Yeah. Okay. Then I'm going to, for my action, I'm going to pull one of the nifty little darts out of my bracer and chuck it at one of the spiders.
Okay.
The 11 o'clock one.
Okay.
um, 10?
And to hit,
Yeah.
it does not.
Okay. Then I'll take my second attack to throw it again. Pull another one out and throw it again. For a 24.
That does hit.
Okie dokie. And that will be 4 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Ooh. Happy poutine. No, that is it.
Okay. It's the first spider's turn. You feel behind you a rustling, and as a bonus action, a third spider shifts from the ethereal plane behind you.
No.
It uses for its action. It actually uses its web on the brazier to lower the light. So you can still see. It's not completely out, but it put enough web on it to darken things. And so that's their turn, and then it's the 11 o'clock regular giant spider is going to charge at Lena. A 19 hits, right?
It does, yes. Okay, and then I'm gonna do a thing when you're done.
Okay. So we'll do the damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is. So it's 7 points of piercing damage
Okay.
and 9 points of poison damage, and then I need a Constitution throw.
Okay. Give me our good dice. Constitution 11. No, wait. Sorry. 12. I can math. 12.
Okay. And so as you successfully made that save, it halves the poison damage. So did I say it was
9.
So yeah, so it would be 5.
Okay. All right. Then when it comes into reach, I'm going to use a superiority die to make an attack on it with my sword. It was almost another natural 20, but it's a 14.
Okay, that hits.
Okay. Where are we at? That's going to be an 11 damage. 11 damage.
So as this giant spider is in front of you, it's just bitten you, and it's got these hairy, big, giant legs, and you lunge at it with your sword. Where are you aiming?
Ooh, I think I'm going to aim at, how big is it, did you say it was?
It's a giant spider.
Oh, it's giant, okay. So, either its, closest leg, or maybe its soft underbelly, whatever is closest.
Okay.
And then,
yeah, so I think
per my slasher feat, it reduces its speed by 10 feet, which really isn't going to matter too much, but it has disadvantage on attacks on me. I remembered this time.
Just on you?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
How many feats do you have, Sarah? You have dual wielder.
This does too.
And you're variant human, right?
Yeah, that's how I got the dual wielder.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Dual wielder and slasher.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You could just make stuff up. I wouldn't know.
I would be cheating myself, and I don't want to do that.
At level 6, she can have as a variant human fighter. She can have up to three feats. That's why I was wondering. But I was like, then I was wondering had she taken the actual stat adjustment. I was just wondering. Sorry to derail.
No, it's okay. I did so I could have 17 strength.
All right, so you've got a spider behind you that appeared from nowhere, and a spider that's bleeding from its front leg as it had a huge chunk taken out of it from Sarah, who's right next to Lena. Curtis, I'm envisioning you to the right of her, and then there's another spider at about 1 o'clock from you guys that's about 20 feet away that hasn't advanced. It's your turn.
My turn.
Let's go, Curtis!
Alright, I'll be throwing my shield at the next closest spider, not the one that she's been engaging with.
Okay.
That is going to be 24 to hit. And a whole 5 damage.
Okay.
I'm sorry, 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll throw my shield once more. 25 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 damage.
Anything else?
That will be my turn.
Okay, so on this spider, where are you aiming your shield?
The biggest target, so as much of the face or the underbelly as much as I can aim, but the body
Okay.
specifically.
Okay. So with each of these shield strikes, as you throw them, the spider, it's kind of doing that thing that spiders do. It rears up a little bit to be bigger, get ready for its attack, and you're kind of catching it under under its mandibles in that soft area where the thorax is kind of more exposed. And then that spider that you just attacked is going to charge at you
Ruh-roh.
and attempt to bite you. But 17 doesn't hit, right, Nick?
It does not.
So it's going to come at you, and it's going to take its large fangs and try to bite you. You get the shield up just in time and repel that attack. Sarah.
Okay, I'm gonna keep slashing at this spider that's in front of me.
Okay.
First attack is a 23 to hit
Mm-hmm.
and 9 damage. Second attack is a 17 to hit
Okay.
and 11 damage.
All right. With that second attack, you take off the front leg of the spider, and it rolls over onto its back, and it does that really gross thing where they kind of shrivel up on itself.
Ew. Yeah.
That weird rigor mortis thing that spiders do
Ugh.
almost instantly.
Yeah.
I think it's because I don't have muscles. It's all fluid in there, and the fluid stops moving
Oh, really?
immediately.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's grody.
You're down a spider.
I am down a spider. Okay. How far away is the next one?
So Curtis and the spider he's engaged with are kind of just off to your side. So I had to say maybe 5-7 feet.
Okay.
The one behind you at the brazier is probably closer to 10 or 12 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna go after that one. No, yeah, I am. I don't like that it's getting dark in here, so I'm gonna go after that one. So for my last attack, it's gonna be another natural 20, 26. This makes up for that one session where I rolled ones all the time. Oh, into the box, Sarah. Oh my goodness. Okay, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18 damage.
And that's your final attack.
That's
right?
my final attack.
Okay. Excuse me. So that
We're all
spider
excited here.
that you just attacked is going to attempt to retreat, and then you see it use its bonus action. It kind of disappears as it goes back into the ethereal plane.
Row.
Curtis.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after that spider again that I was fighting. Uh, 9 to hit.
Nope.
Alright, when my shield ricochets back to me, I'll try to fling it once more. 21 to hit.
Heck yeah.
That's gonna be 7 damage.
Okay.
And that will be my turn.
All right. And so that spider has now taken a third shot kind of underneath its jaw as you repelled its attack with the shield. You came back in and bashed it. You actually breaking one of its mandible fangs and kind of staggering it. It's going to jump back up and lunge at you for another bite for 21.
Oh, that does it.
And so it's going to be 8 points of piercing damage. And then I need a constitution throw. Or save, sorry.
5 on that con throw.
Okay. So you take the full 6 points of poison damage.
Okay.
And Lena.
I'm gonna okay, so the spider's gone. I'm gonna go and hit the one that Curtis is fighting
Okay.
for a dirty 20.
Yep.
And that's gonna be 6 damage.
Okay. And so as you charge, you see that it's got one of its fangs is broken, and it's just bitten Curtis, and he's got some poison from that. And as you come from the side over kind of Curtis's shoulder, you plunge your blade into the eyes of the spider, and it slumps down on the ground and rolls over on its back and does the little gross thingy.
Nice.
Stay down, I whisper as it's rolling over.
Anything else?
There are no more spiders that I can see, huh?
Not currently.
So I will use my extra attack. No, I don't have an extra action. Just kidding. Nope. Good.
Okay. So with those 2 spiders dead, as you pull your blade out, and you get kind of the gunk on the blade, and you turn back towards the brazier, and you hear another scream, and the other spider has reappeared
No.
the prisoners, and you see another prisoner being drug off and taken up into the ceiling. Curtis, it's your turn.
Can I see that other spider?
Yeah, it's visible. It's on the ceiling right now.
Alright, I'm gonna throw my shield up at it.
Okay. Yeah, the ceilings aren't 30 feet high or whatever we agreed on, so.
Yeah.
Okay, you'll have to close the distance a bit, but then yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'll do my movement.
Okay,
And
so you
once
get
I'm
in
close,
position.
Once I'm close, I'll throw my shield. 21 to hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And 11 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you hit that, you see that it stops paying attention to its potential meal and starts to rappel down on a thread towards you. But still your turn.
Yep. As it's coming back down, I'll catch my shield and is it close enough to me for me to melee it, or should I throw my shield again?
I envision that it'd probably be best to throw your shield.
Okay, that's what I was
Because I mean these things are all happening kind of concurrently, so it's lowering itself from the ceiling.
That makes sense. So I'll catch my shield and then spin around and throw it again. 11 to hit.
Let me see. No, that would have hit the other spider, but not this one.
Bummer. Okay. I will throw my shield and miss, and it'll ricochet back and I'll catch it.
Okay, and so as you're doing that, I envision you just slightly missed because it's lowering itself down and it's moving and it's dark. It's not quite on the ground when it's Lena's turn, so it's kind of approaching the ground near your refugee friends.
I'm sorry, it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I was envisioning. Okay, so we're going back down the stairs, right?
So you're at the brazier in the
Yes.
center of the room.
Yep.
The spider is lowering from the ceiling by the people on the top of the stairs. And
Top of the
Curtis has
stairs.
gone up that way to throw his shield.
Okay, okay,
But
yep.
it's low enough now that you could melee it.
Okay, yeah. I'll run up and just start swinging. Do like the
Okay.
Naruto run up the stairs and just.
Okay.
Okay. First is a 21 to hit
Okay.
for 11 damage.
All right. So as you run up the stairs, you jump off the top step and you plunge your blade into the side of the spider. It lets out a strange hiss and then disappears.
Oh.
And all of the people that you know are still standing there, they're on edge. You wait a bit and it doesn't reappear. You think you may have killed it, but you're not certain.
Okay. The 4 people that were wrapped up, can we get them? See if they're still alive.
You can see them hanging.
Yeah. Curtis!
Yep.
Curtis, can you one at a time and I'll catch them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here, you get underneath the closest one. I'll try to cut that one down.
Okay. I think I'm good.
Before I do, I'm going to offer some words of comfort to the people. Don't worry, we've killed all the spiders. You're safe. We're going to get you down now.
I've got you! Probably.
Okay. And so you're gonna try to get the fourth one that got pulled up by the people from the phase spider, right?
Yeah.
All right, walk me through it.
So I'm going to carefully aim and do an athletics check, trying to cut the strand that is attaching them to the ceiling,
Okay.
with Lena underneath, ready to catch.
Yep, I'm gonna catch.
Okay. So, athletics check. That's going to be a 9.
Okay. And can I get a strength check for catching the person?
Yes, you can. Strength check. 13. Unless you want to do athletics, and it's a 16.
No, I think strength.
Strength is good, yeah. 13.
Okay. All right, so you throw your shield at the silken web that's holding up the most recently grabbed person from your party. It makes contact with the silk and breaks the strand and starts to fall. Lena, you're underneath it. You catch them nice and, pretty gently, but you lose your footing a bit and kind of fall to your bottom. But you did catch them, so they didn't land. So you're now sitting on your bottom, holding a person wrapped in this really sticky, kind of gross webbing. What now?
I'm gonna sit them down and then try to get the next one.
And I'll say to the one we just saved, don't worry, we'll get you cut loose and make sure you're all safe as soon as we get everyone else down. And then
Okay.
same dealio for the next one.
All right. Well, we've shown that you can do this, so you cut the other 3 down. We're not going to roll dice 6 times for this.
Okay.
And you now have 4 people wrapped in webbing laying down on the floor of this room in the low light from the brazier. What's next?
Lena, can you cut them free?
Yeah, I'm gonna cut them free. I'm gonna pull a little dagger out of my bracer and start
Okay,
cutting them
so you
loose.
walk over to the nearest one, and you start to kind of saw through the silk, and you eventually are able to pull it apart to see the face, and you see a gasping face looking back at you. The eyes are milky white. There's a puncture wound in the neck that's kind of foaming, and the eyes are darting around, and you hear a gurgling noise, and it basically just they basically vomit up a green liquid that starts to kind of burn their skin and then trickle onto the concrete.
I roll
and
them
burn
onto their side.
And you just hear all of the other people watching now screaming from this horrific sight.
Yeah.
I'll tell everyone to remain calm. Please remain calm. We're going to do everything we can for them, but we also need to keep moving and get out of here in case there are more spiders. Please do not panic. Please move in an orderly fashion towards the exits or I guess the exit that we're heading towards. Um, I'll get back up there at the front, and I'll take care of you from the front. Lena, if you can stay at the back,
Yep.
and we'll try to get out of here as quickly as we can.
Are we gonna check these other three though? I'll check him. Maddie,
Yeah.
hi! I'm gonna... Okay, I'm gonna just real quickly just try to get the webs off of their faces to see if everyone, especially the last, all three of them, roll them onto their sides to make sure they're not vomiting on themselves.
Okay. So as you do that, you find all three of them in similar states, either already gone or kind of gurgling up gross kind of pustulate liquid.
Yeah.
Doesn't look good for these fellows.
Yeah.
And you hear from the crowd, "We can't leave my husband's body."
Okay.
If there are any able-bodied people who are willing to carry these bodies, we can take them to the beach and give them a proper burial, but we have to start moving now,
We
people.
do need to move now. Which was your husband? I'll pick him up.
I don't know, they all look gross. Their faces are melted. He had brown hair and dark skin. And as everybody's doing this, you hear a familiar voice calling from down the tunnel. "Quick, follow me, more spiders are coming." As you look up, you see Gila in the tunnel.
Gila! Curtis! What? Curtis!
We gotta go. We'll come back for them and give them a proper burial once we're safe, but we gotta get out of here now.
Okay, I'll take the rear. Everyone, let's move.
All right, come on, let's go.
Okay.
And
So you head up the stairs and you kind of book it as you're leaving from the other pathway, that the tunnel where the water was coming in that you didn't come. You start to hear the same kind of clicking sound, and Gila's kind of waving you on down the tunnel. At which point we hear a large, like the loudest crack of thunder you could imagine. And let me find my place. And Zug shoots up awake from this thunder.
What do I see?
And so, well, give me a perception check.
True that. How long was I asleep? Am I still drunk? Am I still like...
I'd say it was about 3 to 4 hours.
With as much as I drank, am I still drunk after 3 to 4 hours?
I would say you're no longer drunk to the point where it inhibits Zug. You're capable Zug drunk.
Okay.
You're the right amount of drunk where Zug is now at his best.
Perfect, okay. Ooh, an 8.
Okay. So as the crack of thunder kind of breaks the serenity of the scene, and you're jolted awake, you look around and everything is kind of masked in this like black veil. You don't see anything. You feel the donkey's head still on you, and then you hear a very faint yet almost malicious voice saying, "You found the donkey. I think we've chosen correctly."
Malicious?
Who's there?
You don't need to know who we are. The question is, do you want power beyond your imagination?
What mean?
Dory? Do you want to be stronger?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
As you reply yes, you hear like a very loud cackling laughter. Your vision starts to blur, and you feel a weird restraining on your forearms. You hear the sound of metal slicing through the air, and then you're asleep again. Hey, Dory.
Hi, Dory! We get a Dory tonight.
There she is. Show everybody your face.
Oh, hi, Dory. Oh, hey, baby.
Okay. You're too heavy to be on my lap. Let me do
She's
this.
so big.
All right. So now that Zug is asleep again, we cut back. Lena and Curtis,
Yep.
who are following. Oh, I have too many things open. There we go. You're following Gila. The entire group, minus the 4 left behind, are splashing through the gross water. You hear Gila call over her shoulder. We're close to the headquarters. We can talk safely there. You kind of zig through a couple of turns. It's too quick to really remember where you went. But you eventually come to a point where there is a wooden kind of cover. She throws it aside, and there's a ladder, and you actually go down to another lower level of the sewers. As soon as you jump off the ladder, you don't have time to take stock of where you are. You see her run up to a heavy wooden door. As she knocks, a small metal plate opens. On the inside, you hear a very harried voice, a very minuscule voice, say, "What? What?" And Gila announces that she is obviously her, and that they have the new members of the Resistance, plus some people that need help. And the door creaks open. As you head into the headquarters, you see it's a number of interconnected rooms. One of the rooms has some cots. There's people sleeping. There's a library with some books on a shelf, a kitchen with some pots. Everything's happening so quickly, you're only taking in little bits of this. But Gila leads you, Lena, and Curtis into a small room with a round table, shouts over her shoulder to somebody else to take the others to the back and have them wash up, find them some shoes, and finally you're left alone, the two of you and Gila.
It's great to see you. Thank you so much.
Why are you in the sewers again? What is going on? I thought you were going to come find us.
We got sidetracked?
Did Zug not give you our message?
No.
No.
It.
He was drunk even for him.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Anyways, who are these people? Why are you down here? Why are you fighting the spiders?
Well, we took a mission to make some money down at the plantation, and we discovered the plantation was treating people horrendously.
Yep.
And we couldn't stand it. We couldn't let it go on, so we split up. Zug carried out our mission of delivering some goods to town, while we freed everyone from the plantation. And
yes,
these
we did.
are the refugees that we freed.
Yep.
What about the guards?
Oh, we took care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She did. She took care of
Oh, no, we did.
We actually locked a few away too.
Yeah, we did.
So some of it was non-violent.
Yeah. Mhm.
Sounds like a lot of it was violent.
I mean, details.
Yeah, some was non-violent.
Yeah.
Let's just leave it at that.
Yep.
Yeah, well, that's fine. The fewer the guards, the better for us. What was the plan for these people? Why did you bring them in the sewers? That's what we don't understand.
Well, we couldn't move around topside because everyone was looking for us. The Crown's Guard were looking for us. They were looking for them.
Yep.
So we were given instructions to take them underground. Our plan was to go to our ship and get them out of here.
You see her thinking, and she's thinking, and as she's kind of pondering what you're telling her, you see a pair of orcs come in. They set down some warm bread and butter, some tea, some skewers of fish. They're covered in tropical herbs, and then they retreat from the room. And as the food is kind of being passed around, another person comes in. Say a very small, mousy woman with big glasses. She walks in and she says, "I hope you'll find the food to your liking. My name is In Contra. I've been charged with learning more about you both and whether you can help our cause. I'm also very upset that I misspelled weather."
thank you for everything. This is honestly more than we could have expected. We just expected to be trudging through the sewers for the rest of the night.
Yep.
So the food and the shoes are very, very welcome.
Yeah, I did what I could to get all these people clothes that weren't the plantation garbage that they were wearing, but I was not able to get shoes for everyone, and they're really, really letting me know that they're unhappy about that specifically. And I tried my best.
I mean, the sewers are gross. Where's the big fella? Where's the third member of your team?
He couldn't fit.
So we made a plan to meet up at our ship.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll send somebody to go look for him. I think, well, should tell you some important news, and then see if maybe we can help each other. I think for now, the best thing would be to just have these people rest here. We can figure out what to do with them.
Okay.
But, and she turns to you, Lena, and she's like, I know that, well, based on what I heard about the plantation, that you guys appear to be interested in, like, what's right. And interested in justice. That's our mission, too. We want to make Eastfeld safe and prosperous for everybody, not just the people the Empire
Yeah.
says can profit. And we think that you could help us. But I want to give you some information that I hope will provide the backbone for you to trust us. So
Yeah.
she looks at Lena and she says, one of our scouts said that you went to the governor's mansion to try to find your family the other day.
Yes, I did. Do you
What,
know where my family is?
What did they tell you?
That they left. That they weren't there anymore, but I
was worried about that. Well,
don't
your
necessarily
family-
believe that.
Well, they checked in to the inn at the governor's residence a few nights ago. But we received word that they were arrested and taken to a work camp in the mountains. Apparently, they refused to acknowledge that you were even their daughter. And so now they're being punished in hopes that they can discover where you and your compatriots are hiding.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, yes, it's terrible, but it's not all bad. We have a person on the inside. We have a key that can get you into the barracks. You'd have to go up the mountainside behind the town, find the work site. There's usually a number of highly trained guards, typically stronger than the ones you would have fought at the plantation, because they actually want to keep these prisoners alive. Yeah, I know that it's probably really hard to hear. We can help any way we can.
Don't they know who my dad is? How can they get away with this?
The Empire is pretty evil.
Yeah.
Hula reaches over and kind of brushes you on the shoulder and gives you a little smile and says, just have some tea. Try to stay calm. They're not going to harm them too much until they find out where you are.
No, they can't. Okay. Okay.
We'll get them back. We'll save them.
Yeah. I got them into this mess. This is not, they should not be. We'll get them. We'll get them. The Empire's gonna pay.
So
I'm glad to hear you. Oh, please go ahead, Curtis.
what can we do? What do you need from us?
Well, I think it's best that we focus on saving your family, and then we can talk about ways you could help the resistance, if you choose. But I also think it's important that you know kind of a bit about what you've got wrapped up in.
Okay.
So, Gila said that you rescued her on the ship.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Did she ever explain to you why she was on the ship?
I don't think so.
No, and then Gila goes, we haven't had time. There's always too many people around. Okay, well, Gila was on the ship as a stowaway, and she got caught. Do you remember an orcish woman on the ship?
Yeah. I tried to save her.
She wouldn't allow it? No, that sounds like her. is very, very hard-headed. She was on the ship uh, to assassinate the mother of the Elvish leader.
Ooh, I think she succeeded.
That's what we've heard. But this was retaliation. So the Elvish leader's mother was coming here to stake claim to another parcel of land for her family and to take it away from people who already are living there. And so we wanted to send the message that this type of subjugation is not going to be allowed. We're not going to allow them to continue to take property from people in Eastfeld. We're not going to allow them to continue to repress our magical abilities. We want to tell you more, but really should get to rescuing your family first.
Okay. Yeah.
I know it's a lot to take in. Do you have any questions?
No.
Bring in a little bit more food, and Gila says, "Well, let's talk a bit about like a map, how this like where this will be. We'll start to plan the rescue mission."
Yeah, and we should get Zug here too. He's probably halfway to the ship by now.
Yeah.
If not already at the ship.
With that great segue, we cut back to Zug. We hear a loud, booming voice. "Who are you? Why are you in my smithery?"
Me, Zug. Who you?
All right, give me a perception check.
9.
9.
9.
You look up and you rub your eyes and you get the gunk out of your eyes, and you see standing over you a portly man, the beard. He's got a big balding space on the top of his head. And he's this heavy kind of blacksmith apron on, and you see behind him that the fire was like a forge, and there's an anvil in front. And as you're kind of getting your bearings, you realize that your forearms hurt tremendously. And as you start to look down, you hear again, "Who are you? Why are you Oh my, what did you do to that donkey?"
No, what's going on with the donkey?
So as you look over, you see the donkey next to you. There's a great axe embedded in its neck, and it's hanging on by a small sliver of skin. As you stand up unsteadily, because you're upset by this, you
Is it
notice.
my axe?
Huh?
Is it my axe?
We'll see. As you stand up, your arms are burning, and you realize that you're covered. Your forearms are covered in gauntlets that you didn't have before. And there's burn marks on your skin and scabs growing over the gauntlets. And as you look at the axe, you realize there's a silvery chain connected to the end of the axe that is connected to the gauntlet on your dominant hand. And so as you stand up and you're itching and everything hurts and you don't know what's going on, you kind of tug free the axe. The chain magically wraps around your arm, and you put the axe back over your shoulder. And as you're doing this, the blacksmith pulls out a sword and starts to kind of chase you out of his smithery. And you're very confused. You don't know what happened.
The poor donkey.
He's chasing after me?
Yeah, he's trying to get you out of the smithery.
What did you do? What happened? What'd you do to Zug?
I didn't do anything. You broke into my place, killed this donkey. You need to leave. I'll call the guards.
No, Zug no kill donkey. Zug did.
That's your axe.
That is true. This no look good. Okay, Zug can explain.
I don't want an explanation. I want you out of my smithery.
Okay, Zug leave. I'm gonna
So as you kind of amble out, you emerge into the early morning sunlight. Your arms are still on fire. You look down. You're covered in gauntlets. These are the gauntlets of ogre power that you were talking about. So they have the 19 strength, but they're cursed, so you cannot take them off.
Ooh.
And then they attaches the gauntlet to your great axe. And the axe is basically the next evolution of the halberd. So you can reach. I think you said 20 feet throwing it, 60 disadvantage. Is that what you were saying? Something like that.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's what my basically we're incorporating my thing in there to make it less magical. But yeah, that's my ability is that it's a 20-foot normal and then 60-foot at disadvantage.
So it's now +3. It still summons a shade if you roll a 1, though those shades are now stronger. And with each regular action throw, you have to pass a dex check to return the axe, or it's stuck in the enemy and it requires an action to recover. Oh, I gave you everything you wanted, but with some limitations, because it's no fun if you just get to say what you want.
Yeah.
Well, no, I get that too, and it's like I didn't know like just like so what this like Path of the Giant thing. It's the unearthed arcana, so it's all playtest material. It's like made by the D&D people, but it's not like published material, so it's not like eventually legal. But there are aspects of it where it's like this is definitely overpowered. I don't need. I need it reined in. So like the more things you can throw at me to like keep it spicy, the better.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. It makes a lot of sense that like you could throw it so hard that it would get stuck in something. So we'll see how it plays.
The
But you
poor donkey, though.
Hey, Thug did it. I didn't do it.
I thought he was gonna have a Shrek-style companion along with his dogs, and then you kill it.
No.
Realistic version.
It had to go, unfortunately.
The dark gritty reboot.
Yeah. Okay.
Zug emerges into the sunlight. You hear the birds chirping. You're very hazy about what happened the night before. As you're just kind of staggering your way, picking your way through the alleys. You emerge back onto the main street, and you run right into a small human, young male, who says, "Oh, there you are. Your friends are waiting for you. They need your help."
What time is it?
It's the morning. You basically slept all night.
Oh my goodness, it's already that. Wow. Yeah. No. Okay. Let's go grab a Zudney drink real quick. Then we'll go. As he's just like gesturing towards one of the bars.
Okay, and then the guy he goes to grab your arm to kind of pull you away, but the gauntlets are hot to the touch, so he kind of recoils. And he's like, you really, we don't have time. Your friends need you. They have to rescue their family. Your friend Lena's family. And you can see that he's kind of harried and a bit intimidated by your stature.
Oh. Alright, let's go.
Okay, so he kind of leads you back through another portion of the alleyways towards a spot where you'll eventually meet back up with Lena and Curtis. We jump back to you finish your conversation with Hila and Encantra, and they gave you cots for the night. I mean, you slept fitfully. Hopefully you got some rest. But as you wake up in the morning, you're greeted by Hila and the same pair of orcs who are like, and Hila says, "I think it'll be best if we head out immediately to go find your family."
Okay.
Let's do it.
I'm okay with it. Yeah, let's do it.
We'll keep the others safe, and we've got to go through the back exit here, and hopefully we'll have found your friend, and the three of you can head up and rescue your family. And she kind of pushes you out the back door, and you head through this lower part of the sewers. It's a lot less wet, and you're walking for a bit, and you turn a corner, and you see at the very end of the hallway, or like the tunnel, there's like some iron bars and light filtering in. And Gila goes, we have a key that will open that. When we get out there, we'll look at this map. I'll show you kind of where to go. And with that, the orcs start to walk up in front. And as you're getting closer to it, Gila says, there's one more thing I want to tell you, Lena, but I need to tell you in private.
Okay.
I'll take my leave and walk ahead.
Okay. So Curtis and the orcs pass through the gate. As you walk out front, you see Zug and his companion coming around the corner. And like, oh, they did find your friend.
I'll yell, Zug! Over here!
Oh. Hey guys.
I'm happy for Zug.
I hope you didn't make it all the way to the ship.
Zug had the craziest night.
I'm sure you did. You can tell us all about it on the way.
No, Zug probably never speak of this ever again.
Honestly, that's fair.
As you're having your reunion, Lena, Gila's like, just come right over here really quick. I don't want anybody else to hear this because I don't trust Curtis because he was in the Empire's army. And she opens a little side door and goes into this little room.
What is it?
As you walk in, the door shuts behind you, and you feel in your soul the words, "You drew the rogue card." And then immediately you feel the sharp end of a blade pushed against your throat. A trickle of blood runs down your throat.
Yep.
You hear Gila hiss in your ear, "Your family enslaved my mother and worked her to death. Doug and Curtis could prove useful, but I cannot allow you to rescue those that ruined my family."
Oh shit.
So roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Okay. Okay. 22.
Okay.
I'm so sorry, Gila.
Alright. So,
Oh, this is my girlfriend.
Yeah, it's your girlfriend.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. It must be done.
That's
alright. So she has a drop on you, so she didn't get the first attack. And, well, I don't know how. Would you say she should have advantage if she has a knife to her throat?
Probably. I'd say that.
Almost certainly.
Well, neither way works, because I don't think a 12 hits, right?
No.
Okay. So as you hear her hiss in your ear, she starts to pull the blade up. You're able to get your arm up in between her arm and your throat and push her off. And it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to use a reaction for that since she missed me and use a superiority die to attack her.
Okay.
That's a 22
That hits.
for 9 damage.
Okay.
Okay. Then for my turn, I'm going to swing for 19 to hit
Mm-hmm.
and 10 damage.
Okay.
19 to hit for 6 damage. And dirty 20 for 4 damage.
Okay. So as you shove her off, you draw your blades, you connect with your blows. She's able to parry a couple of them and lessen the damage, but you do catch her with one really strong one to the chest. And you can see that she's bleeding, and she lets out a guttural scream and lunges at you with her dagger. Damn it. But a 9's not going to hit.
Nope.
Your turn. This gonna be anticlimactic if she keeps rolling poorly.
I mean, if you want to roll.
We're good.
Okay. I
I'm
slashed
ready
her,
to
so
roll.
she's got disadvantage now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 24 to hit.
Yes.
And 8 damage.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yep.
9 damage.
Okay.
In the box. 11 to hit.
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
So you get 2 more really good slashes in. She manages to parry the third one, retaliates. Oh, finally. Even at disadvantage. A 19 hits, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Bum. So that's 13 points of slashing damage.
Yeah.
And it's your turn.
Let me math it up. Okay, so I'm gonna swing. That was all over the place. 10 to hit. Doesn't hit.
Nope.
10 to hit. Does not hit. Oh, we might have to put this dice away. 23 to hit.
Yes.
4 damage.
Okay. So you could tell that like her adrenaline is kicked in. She's able to duck out of the way of a couple of your attacks. As you hit her with the third one, she drops to a knee and she lets out a snarl. And all you can make out is hates family. She lunges at you again.
I'm so sorry, Gila. I had no idea.
Does a 14 hit?
Yep, that's my AC.
Okay. For 6 points of slashing damage.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Okay. First hit is at 16 to hit.
Yes.
Alright, that's an 11 damage. That's cocked. Ooh. 8 to hit. And then 23 to hit.
Okay.
And 9 damage.
Okay. With that last strike, she lets out a blood-curdling scream, and then you hear just the thump as she hits the floor. As we cut back to Zug and Curtis, you hear the orcs hearing that scream, throw the door open and go charging down the hall. They kick the door open where the scream came from, and they see you standing over Gila's bloody dead body.
This is not what it looks like.
What did you do?
She attacked me.
She would never have attacked.
She did.
Grab her.
Did we hear what happened? Did we hear the scream?
You heard the scream. You saw them run into the gate.
Okay, well, I'm
What
going
do you
to
do?
follow them.
I put my swords in my sheaths and put my hands up.
Okay.
I'm going to follow them to the door.
Yeah, Zud is right behind Curtis.
So Zug is able to fit into the tunnel, but he won't fit into the little door into the side room. So Ina is in the back of the side room. Gila's body is on the ground. The 2 orcs have walked in, and Curtis is behind. The orcs are trying to take you into, well, not custody, but the equivalent of custody. So they're moving on Lena.
Guys, wait, Lena, what happened here?
She attacked me. She said my family had enslaved her mother, and I have no knowledge of my family doing anything like that to anyone at all, ever. But she attacked me, and I defended myself.
That's enough of your lies. You killed one of our best people. Gila is dead.
Surely it can't be what it looks like.
Bring Encounter here. Bring her here. I'll stay right here. But
I'd rather bring you to her.
that's fine then. Fine.
And they
Lena,
both
are you
pull
sure?
out like a large dagger, and they approach you. And with their free hand, one of the orcs grabs you by the wrist, and it spins you around, and throws you up against the wall.
Yep.
Hey, easy. Aren't you kind of fighting against this sort of tyranny already?
and then the other orc turns to you and brandishes the blade towards your face. Do you want to be involved, or do you want to be able to leave?
If she's going somewhere, I'm going with her. So if you need to take her somewhere, I will go with you.
Fine. Turn around.
Put my hands up and walk backwards.
It grabs
Back
you
to
and
the
puts you in a hammer lock, and the two orcs start to overpower you and push you out the door right in front of Zug.
What's going on, guys? What?
Come on, buddy. I got in trouble.
I guess we're going back in the tunnel.
Yeah.
They murdered Gila.
Which one? Can I see in there?
Yes.
So I can see. But wait. But what? You can see Zug visibly kind of like taken back a little bit as he kind of like looks in and sees me. Doesn't know what to say.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Your friend here murdered her. After we tried to help them, they killed her.
I don't know. I don't think Lena would do that. Zug don't think Lena would do that.
You're just a big dumb ogre. Nobody cares what you think.
Don't insult my friend.
You're just like the Empire. You're acting exactly like the people that you're fighting against.
No, we gave you food and shelter. We're still going to take care of those refugees. We did not start this. You murdered Gila.
The Empire gave me
nothing but
food and
nice to
shelter
you,
for
and you
most of
murdered
my
her.
life. You're acting like that one good deed negates bad deeds that you do right afterwards. Just because you gave us food and shelter doesn't mean you can treat us like animals. We're willing to go with you. You don't have to force us.
You're acting like one bad deed that she does is fine to overlook because of all the good you did.
We don't know what happened.
She's alive, Gila's dead.
By all means, let's go talk about it.
And so as you start to march down the tunnel, you see where the entrance door is to the headquarters, and you realize that the entrance door is going to be too small for Zug. And they're marching you ever closer to that entrance door.
Can you bring in Contra out here?
No.
I want to be with my friends.
Well, I'm sorry that one of your friends is too big to fit in our headquarters.
No, Zug can fit, and he's going to like walk over, like almost like try to pull on the frame to make it wider.
Okay. Give me a strength check.
I have to do it at a +4 now. I need to update my character sheet. 15.
Okay. So you see the door, you push it open, and you kind of start pulling at the archway. You know, there's like a stone archway. And as you're pulling, you start to hear a crack, and you pull one of the stones out, and the entire archway collapses, so there's not a door there anymore. What did you do?
No, Zug was trying to make your door more accommodating.
Block their escape route. Why did we ever think to trust you people?
Zug, sorry.
And both Lena and Curtis, you feel the tightening on your wrists, and you start to, like, both the orcs simultaneously start to draw their blade up towards your throat. Like, maybe it's time we just end this and we report to Contra.
I'm gonna give you a second to put those blades down.
And it just keeps coming towards your neck.
See this?
Yes.
I really don't want to fight.
We don't have a choice. You've already murdered our friend, and you've blocked us in this hallway. You're gonna kill us anyways.
Wait. Before you do this, I have one last thing to say.
Make
Zug,
it quick.
fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole!
And Zug is going to, as a bonus action, go into a rage.
Yes!
And then throw his axe for the first time at the guy's face.
Okay. Give me initiative, just so I can get it set up, and we'll continue.
21.
17.
16.
Okay. Alright. You're gonna throw your axe?
Yeah, right at the guy that's holding Lena.
Okay.
Um, 9 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay.
It's your first time throwing it, so you're getting, you didn't want to hit Lena.
Yeah.
He
Since,
missed just slightly.
since I didn't, do I have to retract it since I didn't hit? Does it still need to?
No, unless it gets stuck in the corpse, or like you roll a 1 or something, it's stuck in the wall. I envision that you're always able to pull it back without an action. It's just, but you have to do that saving throw if you connect to see if it gets stuck in the whatever you attacked.
Okay, so like on a hit or on a 1.
Yes.
Cool. I'm gonna throw. As soon as I retract it back, I'm gonna try again. Actually, I'm just gonna swing at the dude.
Okay. What are you doing, Lena, to get out of the way?
I feel like I would have pulled my legs out from under me to drop to the floor so that weight distribution would make sense that Zug didn't hit him because I physically probably moved him out of the way. So I'm just gonna like be on the floor like hanging, I guess. Whatever.
As he throws the axe for the first time, you kind of just like go limp and you slide down.
Shit.
You're down by the wrist, but you're on your bottom. And he kind of gets pulled forward slightly, and Zug misses with the first axe throw. He gets the axe back to him, and now he's just gonna swing at this guy's neck.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Yeah.
All right. Now everything else on the axe remain the same, right? Like, but it's just a +3 now, and it gets the stronger shades. Or is there something else?
Yeah, and then we have to do the dex check for getting it back.
recover it.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you roll a 1 already?
No. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
rolling.
You just looked so intent. I thought maybe that was the first thing you did.
I have more math to do now because the weapon got a +1, and because my strength went up another +1. So all the math that I've been doing
It's different now.
I have to add 2 to that, which sounds easy to you, like smart people, but
No. No, I think I don't know if I mentioned this, but what I've done with my current class, I'm going to take algebra.
so
Yeah.
let's go 27.
I'm not good at math.
Yeah, 27 slashing damage and 8 fire damage.
Heck yeah.
All right. So as you're in a rage, you bring your axe down.
Oh. Add 2 more physical because I forgot I'm in a rage.
Shabam!
So the axe just cuts through this orc like butter. Starts up at the neck, goes right through. You cut clean through him, and he falls into 2 pieces, and Lena's able to scurry free.
Ooh.
The
I
other
imagine it also cauterized him when I did it too because it's
Yeah.
fire.
And so the other orc now, holding Curtis, screams, drops Curtis's arm, and turns to flee. And it is Sarah, it's your turn.
Okay. If the 3 of us are free, I think now's a good time for us to leave. I don't want to kill any more of these people. I want to get out of here.
I agree. I think we should leave now.
Okay. Come on, big guy, let's go.
So just throwing his axe at the guy that's running away.
Okay.
Okay. So, Lena, you're fleeing.
Yep.
Curtis is fleeing.
Yes, I am.
The orc is fleeing. You're all running down the this tunnel. Zug is still in a rage, and it's now your turn.
Yep, I'm going to chase right after the dude and throw my axe at him.
Okay.
Ooh, much better. 22 to hit.
Yep. Probably just cross this guy off now.
25 slashing, 4 fire.
No? Shouldn't have crossed him off. Okay, so you hit him.
Oh, no, hold on. I'm raging. 2 damage.
Oh, now he's dead.
He's really dead.
The
Okay.
second time,
Okay.
you hit him in the back, right in the spine, and you feel the chain go taut as he's running, and he just kind of falls to the ground with the axe in his back, and you're just walking behind him now.
Yeah, I'll retract it back.
You hear the scream.
I'll retract
sorry,
it back. I'm gonna retract it back with the dexterity thing.
Okay. What do you got?
14.
So as he falls to the ground and you're walking towards him, you just give a flick of your wrist, and it winds back up around your forearm. The axe ends back up in your hand. You're able to put it away or whatever you'd like to do with it.
Yeah, I like to imagine I have some sort of system that it just kind of like connects in.
And then, yeah, you hear the body fall and the footsteps stop. Curtis and Lena.
I'm gonna run back to grab Zug so that we can get him out of here.
And you see that kind of like that like frenzy that he goes into where his eyes go red and like his mouth starts to like almost foam a little bit. It kind of starts to like his eyes stop glowing and he looks at you like, okay, yeah, we go now.
Yeah, let's go, buddy. And we will head out. We do know where Lena's parents are being held, right?
You were told it was a work camp up on the side of the mountain, and Gila mentioned that she had a map.
Okay, let's stop by Gila's body to see if we can get a map.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Yeah.
So he can't go into that room, so he's just gonna kind of like walk over and stare at Hila's dead body.
Natural 20.
Okay. So you guys walk in, and she's still face down, facing away from Zug. And to kind of check her pockets thoroughly, you flip her over, and you sit her up a little, and Zug's actually able to see her face for the first time. As you're checking through her pockets, you find the dagger that she had on her, and some little like trinkets and stuff that obviously meant something to her, but nothing of real value. And then a rolled up piece of parchment, and you open it up, and it's got like a hillside drawing, and it shows a path through the woods that would take you up the side of the hill to where the work camp is. But you don't find anything else useful.
I will take the map, and that is it.
Okay.
As this is happening, I'm comforting Zug, giving him a there on the shoulder.
Zug needs drink.
We'll get you a drink, buddy.
Yeah. I stand up and I walk out of the room, but I stop at Zug and I say, I'm really sorry. I'll explain this one day. Today's not the day, though.
On Monday?
Yeah, on Monday.
Okay.
Okay, we should get out of here, guys.
Let's go.
Okay. So you head down the tunnel. You push the grate open. It still has the key in it from the orcs, and you're back outside.
Should we leave the key? Should probably leave the key so they can have it? Or do you think we'll need it?
I feel like we might need it.
Okay.
And it'll slow them down if they come looking for us.
Ooh, good idea. Okay.
I'll hang on to it.
You please hang on to it. I don't want it.
Now that you're out of the grate, give me a perception check.
17.
Just looking at my feet. No.
12.
Okay. So as you walk out, Zug, you sniff the air and you smell grilling fish and you hear the clinking of glasses and you're immediately interested in heading in that direction. Lena, you're very upset about what's happened. So you're not really paying attention.
Nope.
Curtis, you notice that the grate has led out outside of the walls of the town, facing the mountain. So you're outside of the town. There are some shacks kind of off to your right, outside of the town walls, and there is like a big trench that looks like it's an irrigation trench. And as you look over to where the shacks are, you see that there is a well there. And then you see the governor's mansion is off to the left, and the hillside behind it is in front of you, and it's covered with like tropical forest, so you can't see where the workspace is. But you have a pretty good idea that that's probably the general direction you want to go.
Okay. I'll make note of the well, thinking that we may be able to use it later, and head off in the direction of the work camp.
Okay. So as the party has come back together, I feel like this is a very good time for everybody to level up.
Thank you, Thom!
And I think that we will save rescuing Lena's family for next week.
Alrighty.
On leveling up and everything.
How
Feels like a good stopping point.
exciting!
Yeah.
I did not expect my rogue card to come back at me in that way.
That was a legit swerve.
That was that was legit shock. Yeah, absolutely. I like Tayla. I'm so sorry, Zug.
Just needs enough booze to forget.
I will wear this scar on my neck forever. Ooh, I get a new archetype thingy.
I'm gonna grab a drink. Be right back.
Do it.
Well, I'm obviously grabbing another fighter level, so I get an action surge.
It's so good. Even though I've only used it like once or twice.
I think it'll be super useful.
I now get, I think, the advantage on all my, I just did my health points. I get 10 extra health. Or 10
Nice.
extra HP, so. Stoked on that.
Oh yeah.
75 HP.
Awesome.
Nice. I'm sitting at a healthy 56.
And I'm just right at 60.
Heck yeah!
Oh, this is cool. So, I have advantage on initiative rolls,
Nice.
and I cannot be surprised as long as for my first action, the first thing I do is go into a rage. I can't be surprised.
Nice. I got another superiority die. I'm gonna do all of the things now. Two additional maneuvers? Oh shit.
Damn, 2.
Yeah.
Battlemaster is so fun.
It's so fun. Ah!
Like, I definitely, like, there's nothing that competes with Great Weapon Master in my opinion. But, like, even then, like, if I just, like, I have this character that I want to design that's a Battlemaster, but he's a two-handed weapon Battlemaster. And he uses, and I want him to be a variant human so I can get the free feed at the beginning. And I'm just want to go Polar Master, Great Weapon Master, Sentinel. So at level 8, he's just overpowered.
Oh, yeah.
Granted, he can only have 16 strength at that point, but like
Ooh, precision attack. I'll just add a D10 to my attack roll, or to my damage roll. Sure. Do I have that one? I do have that one. Ooh. Ooh. I think I'm going to take this one. Commander Strike. When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks and use a bonus action to direct one of your companions to strike. If you do so, choose a friendly creature you can see or hear and expend one superiority die. And that creature can immediately use its reaction to make one attack. Using the superiority die to the... adding the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Do you basically just get a free Zug attack every...
And then, yes, and add an additional D10 onto it.
You have
What
to
is
have
it
harder
called?
fight.
It's the Commander Strike?
Commander Strike. I feel like that would be a really fun thing for the a little combo for the three of us.
Just figure out a way where every attack is Zug.
I'm attacking. Zug, you also get attack. I will attack, Zug gets to attack. Attack, Zug gets to attack again. Wait, how many attacks did you have then? You already attacked 2 or 3 times.
Me?
Yeah.
So, I can attack 2 times, but if one of those attacks is either a crit or a killing blow, I can use my bonus attack or my bonus action for a 3rd attack.
Got you. Oh, man.
I was gonna go Polar Master at level 8, so that I could use my bonus action to do a 3rd attack, but with a like a D4.
Yeah.
But then you can add all your modifiers on top of it, so it's like I'm only rolling like a D4 for the damage, but I'm still adding like a shit ton of strength.
Right.
My 10 damage for my Great Weapon Master, all like my fire damage for my weapon. Although I don't think hitting something with the butt of the weapon would get fire damage, only probably the flaming part.
Makes sense.
But that's being nitpicky because I don't think anybody else would say that. But yeah, I just decided I don't want it. Even with these gauntlets, when I take my next stat increase, I'm gonna go 1 into strength, which is just gonna put it at 18, which still just makes the gauntlets at 19. It's not gonna make me go up to 20.
Mm-hmm.
I just want that for continuity, and I'm gonna put my other one into my Constitution, which is gonna bump it up to 18.
Nice.
I also just kind of realized that, depending on, because Thom said it's a silvery chain, so depending on how durable that chain is, technically now my weapon cannot be removed from me.
Mm-mm. Whatever that magical force was that woke you up and killed the donkey, grafted that onto you. I mean, I just ripped it off from God of War, but...
Hey,
That's still super cool.
Yeah.
was I supposed to fight the smith?
Mm-mm. I was hoping you wouldn't. He was an innocent bystander.
I was trying to keep everything just the Zug being super confused and also drunk.
Distracting strike. If I hit a creature, I can use a superiority die to... Let's see. When you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can spend a superiority die to distract the creature, giving your allies an opening. You add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll. The next attack roll against the target by an attacker other than you gets advantage. So I'll just be giving you guys extra attacks and an advantage.
I mean...
You already have it, but I'll be giving Curtis advantage.
Yeah, Zug
need
Zug has advantage all the time anyways.
Alright, I'm gonna do that. That's cool.
I almost forget sometimes that like I'll roll something. I'm like, oh shit, I was only supposed to roll 1d20, so then I have to like roll again because I'm like, I have like which one I would consider like my main d20, which is the black one, and then my advantage one, which is the red one.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't want to sit there and be like, well, just because that one's better, I'm gonna artificially use this rule or whatever.
Right.
So just pick it up and just only roll the black one.
Oh, does our proficiency go up yet? Nope, not yet.
No, I checked that. I think it's like level 9.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. Oh my goodness.
And if you so you're 2 levels fighter now and a level of
Yeah, 5 paladin, 2 fighter.
yeah. So now when you can technically attack 5 times per round. And I think I need to read the rule on here, but I'm pretty sure you can add any of those attacks crit. You'll be able to add your smite damage on top of that and roll all those dice against
Oh
it.
yeah.
So like theoretically, like if you were to somehow like get advantage or like crit on all of them, you could add like use all your spell slots in one single round.
Oh my god.
That's crazy. What are the odds of that happening though?
So I mean, there are ways to so like that's one of the things like with that Hexblade Warlock that I was talking about. If you have Elven Accuracy, anytime you roll an advantage, you roll 3 dice instead of 1. A Hexblade can also, because of its curse, can also crit on a 19 or a 20.
Oh my goodness.
So all a Hexblade has to do is cast Darkness on something. It because it's a Warlock, it takes an invocation that allows it to see in magical darkness. Darkness makes something magical darkness, so even if you can see in normal darkness, you can't see in magical darkness.
Right.
So you're constantly swinging at it at advantage because you can see it and it can't see you. Which means you're rolling 3 dice and taking the highest one. You're critting on a 19 or a 20. So if any of your attacks crit, you can then just call crit vision, where you're just looking for those smites.
Crazy.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Like I really want to play a paladin. Like I'm looking at it like Oath of Vengeance, so sick. Oathbreaker, it's technically an evil one, but it's a basically a necromancer.
Yeah.
So sick.
Yeah. Oh. Thom, that was awesome.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that was super fun.
I also love the like now Zud can I cannot be like what are you gonna do? Like take my weapon off me? You can't. And I'll just yank it back. If somebody's holding my weapon 60 feet away, I just yank it back. And
Just yank it back. Yep.
I have so much fun with this.
Yeah.
Now that potentially you guys are on the shit list with the guards and the resistance,
Oh yeah.
but we've wrapped up most of the loose ends. If you wanted to go back to Emmer Point, we could stop here and rejoin the story saving Lena's family in the future. Up to everybody else. But like we've run through all of the stuff that I had planned to this point. So the next segment would be starting with rescuing her family. So, I'm also happy to keep doing this, but I wanted to, because it's been a few weeks, I wanted to make sure we had the opportunity, because it's a good stopping point.
I will be out of town for March 23rd and 30th. That's like a month from now.
Yep.
So, I am good either way. I guess very happy either way. You guys decide. You talk about it. You think on it.
I mean, I could do the next 3 weeks or whatever, and then after the break, we could resume at Emmer Point. And I can make sure we have a good stopping place if we want to come back to Eastveld down the road.
Yeah.
That seems logical.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So say yes, save Lena's parents, get back on the ship, get out of town.
hit the high seas, wait for our next adventure.
Yeah. We can start thinking about what our characters would be doing during this. If we decide that's what we want to do.
Yeah.
We can figure that
Oh,
out.
I already know what the Rat King will have done.
I'm interested. Tell me.
Oh, if we're gonna do a time skip, my thought is Rat King retires and settles down with the Dragonborn woman that he's obsessed with.
Nice.
And you gotta coax him out of retirement.
Oh, I love that.
How long of a time skip would everybody want to do theoretically?
I'd say like it almost would be fun if it was like a year or two and
Yeah.
we were all a little bit older and like completely different people. Like, you know,
Yeah.
the same characters or whatever, but like getting the band back together after a long time off.
I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
And it makes, there's a lot going on right at the end there, and you guys were kind of all like, there felt like there was growing pains, so it makes sense that after the events that you guys would kind of be like, it's time for a break.
And we could have corrupt politician Johnny and Sturge Man and the retired Rat King
Yeah.
and somehow have to pull them back together.
Cool. So do we just want to do a 2-year time skip on it?
I like that.
Okay, 2-year time skip, you got it. If you guys want to at some point get to me what you have been loosely doing, however detailed you want to do that, and I will come up with something pretty awesome for you guys.
Are we just gonna say that we got Cody back,
Or has he been gone this whole time?
or has he been gone this whole time? We never got him. We just kind of forgot about him and moved on. I think that one's a little more, but I don't like that one as much. I would just say that like we just got him off screen or whatever.
He's just happy with his little horse in the barn. Whatever you guys want. Or I can make the decision for you, either way.
I just feel like just getting him back off screen doesn't
It's
really
not
work because he was
satisfying.
taken by like the equivalent of the mafia.
Yeah.
It's not like he was just one town over in a dungeon. He was like gone.
I like the idea of him still being gone because I think that gives me some good motivation as Sturge Man.
Okay, okay. I like that.
The
I
Rat
like
King
that.
wouldn't care.
Okay. Okay.
He was lobbying to not rescue him in the first place.
Okay, I like that. I'll just ask: can we level up during the 2-year time gap?
Absolutely. You guys can take 2 levels.
Okay.
No way. One. I don't want to skip the whole experience of level 9. That's not fair.
Okay. Okay.
And we'll imagine it mostly as being leisurely too. Maybe
Okay.
we did some like off things here and there to get experience. but
After-
it was mostly leisure.
Yeah, after everything that you guys did, you guys can absolutely level up. Okay, and we will, yeah. You guys can level up. 100%.
There's an invocation I really want, so like, and I can't get it till level 9, and I'm like, it would really make this character fun.
I almost want the Rat King to D-level. Go back. He's been retired.
Well, you could always put a level into something else, so you're behind in Rogue. If you want to think of it that way.
Yeah, you can multi-class a little bit, and you could grab a level of like Bard or a level of maybe a level of Wizard or something like that. Yeah, since you've been reading a book or something.
Or maybe like cleric or something, because you've become, so attached and so I don't know, protective over this person that you love. Are obsessed over.
Or like a paladin, you take on the Pedro Pascal role of trying to protect what you care about.
I think you mean Joel.
Or, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
He's
a
really
lot of-
shoehorning himself there.
Or the Mandalorian.
Oh, I thought you meant from The Last of Us. It's the same thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same character.
Yeah.
essentially.
Any role that Pedro Pascal's in.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of that stuff. because I just watch the same 3 shows over and over again.
The Mandalorian was fun.
Mandalorian.
I'm just not. I'm not a Star Wars guy.
I'm not a Star Wars fan either.
I almost tweeted at you, Nick, when you posted that. What was it? It's Agent Carter thing that you posted.
Oh yeah, Disneyland is doing Rogers the Musical, and Agent Carter in the trailer was going to see it.
I saw that, and my first response was, "Wait, they're doing a Marvel thing? No way! They don't use that property ever."
Hey, use what you got, man. I'm sure you'll be all over it when Simpsons Land moves to Disneyland in 2 years.
If it's good. I never went to the Universal one because I heard it wasn't good.
It'll be good. Disney does their lands good.
It was cool to look at, but it was whatever.
I just want them to do real flaming Mo and let me put my own cough syrup in it. I just have franchise fatigue from like everybody just pumping out sequels and prequels and offshoots, and
Yeah.
that's why it was great. It was very, very good. Everything everywhere all at once. I don't want to say that it like downplay how good it was, but just the fact that it was something different and new was so exciting.
Does it have a sad ending? Would I cry if I watched it? I'm so interested in it, but I feel like it's going to be sad, and I'm going to be sad that I watched it.
There definitely is some parts that tug at your heartstrings. I mean, you almost cried over the donkey, so I'm assuming it would hit you in the feels.
Yeah,
It would. That's exactly it.
well, no donkeys die in it, so that
Have you seen the movie Eternal Sunshine of a Spotless Mind? I am a slobbery mess with that one. It's so good.
Okay, you want to know something cool Johnny can do now?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can do Evard's Black Tentacles, to where it's in the ground and it does bludgeoning damage and everything, but I've been able to do that. No big deal. Makes it difficult terrain in a 20-foot range, so if you're in the middle of it, it's 10 feet out. Difficult terrain, though, that's going to use half your movement speed, so it's going to take 20 to get out of there. Most people only have 30, they can get 10 feet out. If I'm standing 20 feet away, you get out, I now have Repelling Blast. I can shoot you 10 feet backwards with each Eldritch Blast. I can shoot Eldritch Blast twice. So I can move you 20 feet backwards right into the
Right back into it.
Right into the middle of the Evard's Black Tentacles. Which upon entering, you take bludgeoning damage when you enter, and then at the beginning of your turn.
That's amazing. Johnny is a... Oh, go ahead.
I was just thinking, I'm just envisioning this little, like the Rat King's just become like a little fat Sam Gamgee. And he's just like eating cheese and hanging out with his wife and planting stuff, and he doesn't wear all black, and he tells people his real name. And you gotta bring the douchebag back out of him if you want the real Rat King back.
Oh my god, I actually love this.
yeah.
Oh, are you a thief or an assassin?
I was a rogue thief, I think. It's been so long since I thought about it.
I want to say you're a thief.
Oh, that's Bronco. Well, they're like,
I
yes,
love
I
Bronco.
Yeah, so you would just get you would get Supreme Sneak, so you would have advantage on stealth checks. As long as you move no more than half of your speed per your turn. It's pretty cool.
This little, like, portly, waddling penguin guy with advantage on stealth.
Didn't you want to become the Penguin? No, it was Two-Face, right?
No, I'm Two-Face.
You're Two-Face.
Because my eyes grow into it and I wear the eye patch.
Right, that's right.
After 2 years, it's going to have grown significance, so I'm going to have to get a larger eye patch, one that's covering up more of my face. Even though I'm still a handsome bastard.
I gotta find all of my my notes now. I'm excited to come up with something fun for you guys.
Oh, I'm excited to tell you what Johnny's been up to over these last 2 years.
Uh-oh.
So who got to keep the house?
I assumed we still all lived together. Like, we grew apart, but, like,
Oh,
we're
no.
like roommates.
Rat King moved out.
I can't imagine the Rat King and his wife living with us.
Oh, no. We left immediately. I couldn't leave her around Clarence.
That is true. That's true. Yep, out of there immediately. That makes sense. Oh, do Clarence and the Rat King still talk over this time?
Probably not.
I envision he just like as off the grid as one can get in this world. I don't even envision the Rat King like living in Emmer Point, like he'd have like a little hut out in the woods.
Like a
Snow
log
White
cabin.
style. The birds come in and like dress him in the morning, and
Aww.
got the big eyes, and he just become a cartoon character.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
I am also loving this.
Oh, goodness. What's Clarence been up to? Tell me, Nick.
Well, at the loss of Cody, his one unsuccessful mission as a superhero, as a vigilante, he kind of went dark. He really leapt into the Sturge Man role and became a little more intense, a little more brutal in his methods, and he's been keeping the streets of Emmer Point clean. Not wanting to let I don't remember the name of the group. What was the mafia group called?
Oh, something stupid, I thought.
Myriad or...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
right?
Myriad.
Yeah, the Myriad. So that's like my mission. My life's goal is to keep the Myriad out of Emmer Point.
I envision Sturge Man being like the Family Guy joke about Harrison Ford running up to people and "Where's my wife?" And he's running up to all the criminals. "Where's my Cody?"
Yeah.
Aww.
It's like when Batman like lost his Robin and went like brutal. It's basically that. I lost my Robin.
You lost your Robin.
Killing everybody.
So, because I imagine, I also imagine Johnny moved out too. So are we just saying we don't have the cabin anymore, or do you want it?
If Clarence wants the cabin, he can have the cabin.
I think it makes sense that if you're moving up the political ladder, that you move out to a nicer place, and I keep
Oh, yeah.
as like
You
my,
should be in the city.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. I'm like, I have like almost like a condo in the city now.
yeah, and I basically keep the farm as like the Sturge Cave.
The Sturge Cave.
The Sturge Cave. And you keep Cody's horse
Yeah,
all nice and...
Yeah, I take care of it every day. Every morning I go out and take care of it. I brush his hair, I feed him well, I get him some good exercise. It's the least I could do.
Alrighty.
Oh, I have so many good ideas.
Yeah, I know. They're starting to come in. And
Yeah.
I'm just essentially going to be Ned Flanders.
Oh.
Wasn't Ned, though, like, good-hearted?
The Rat King. He's not the Rat King anymore. This is, what was it, Barton?
No, that's the name they
That's
tried
his
to
brother.
give the Rat.
Yeah.
Oh.
The Rat King has had a
Maybe.
change of heart, it seems like. He's
Yeah.
turned a new leaf. Man. Whew. All right. Well, this is exciting. I know exactly how I'm going to start this.
Yeah. I'm excited because I was like, I hadn't thought of the Rat King in a while, and now like the time skip makes me want to go back because I didn't want to just keep being the same thing. Just
Yeah,
contrarian who's just mean to everybody.
that's kind of what I was thinking too. Was like I almost want to like make my guy a little bit different. Like it's almost one of those things. He might have a different name. We'll say the like at some point he got knocked out or whatever. He got a different name, and that's what propelled him into this thing.
Sure.
But yeah, like I'm stoked on it.
Yeah.
I was thinking like it would be cool to do a time skip. I was thinking at least like 6 months to a year, but 2 years is perfect. That
2
gives us,
years.
like, enough time. Like that's a good time.
Yeah, you guys can tweak your character to fit this new character, persona,
Are you taking another level of fighter then? Being getting action search
Who?
for Clarence.
He already had action surge. I took a few levels in fighter.
Oh,
I figure since he's operating in the shadows so much, maybe I'll take a rogue level.
what does Rogue give you at one?
Lots of
Expertise, sneak attack, and thief
yes.
skill.
Oh
Yes.
man, Clarence with sneak attack?
Yeah.
Man.
You might also look into like there's a monk that's like Way of the Shadows or something like that.
Oh.
Ooh.
Like I can't remember what like, but there's some cool monk levels. But yeah, rogue level would be really sick too for the Batman stuff.
Yeah.
Going monk, like if you were, that would, well no, rogue 2, dexterity. Monk,
Yeah.
you would get, I think maybe you might get some like extra movement maybe? I don't know.
How much change to our characters is tolerable?
I
Because,
will,
like, say at the end of whatever the prologue is, like, we're kind of a little bit back to what we were. Like, as far as, like, the characters' behaviors or whatever. But, like, how consistent do we need to be with, like, things that we chose previously as far as levels and stuff? Can we respec a bit?
respec how you want. Totally, go for it. This is fun. If you want to respec your character completely, go for it.
I just feel like I know so much more now that I could figure out something that could be more fun.
Absolutely. I want you to do what is fun. And I feel like a 2-year time skip is going to do wonders for your characters in many ways. So respec however you want. And if there's like custom stuff, you know, you don't have to just pick it out of the book.
What are you thinking, Tom?
I'm just poking around. I don't have any firm ideas yet. But I kind of want to play around with something that's maybe not just shooting my crossbow every turn.
Yeah.
You know what is cool though is have you seen the crossbow master feat? It lets you like reload with your because like technically like with a crossbow or anything that's loaded like that, you can't take two actions per turn. With the loading and everything like that, you're really only supposed to take one attack, no matter how many attacks you have that turn. But the language with crossbow master, right there, or crossbow expert, you ignore the loading property of crossbows with which you are proficient. Being within 5 feet of a hostile target or a hostile creature doesn't impose disadvantage on your ranged attack rolls. When you use
I have it.
Oh, you have it?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
I just didn't remember what it was called.
oh, gotcha.
But
And
yeah.
then if you have a hand crossbow as a bonus action, you can take your an action with your hand crossbow. I'm stoked, guys. I'm really excited for this.
Yeah, this is gonna be
Good. I'm excited. I know we've all been playing for a couple years now, so your guys, there's so much, like, more we've all learned and more that I feel like you you can do with your characters now. So I definitely want you to do what is most fun for you.
Oh, can I,
Yes.
Cool.
But tell me anyways.
I want to take a 4th level wizard spell, and I'll take it as a ritual.
Yeah.
It's not normally a ritual, but I'm going to take it as a ritual.
Okay. What are you taking?
Leomun's secret chest.
Yeah. Secret chest?
Yeah, so basically you get a small chest as like a little like a pocket-sized chest that I mean keep in my bag. I can pull it out and like do something to it, and a real chest will pop out of the other dimension that I can then open, store stuff inside of it, close it, and then make it disappear.
Yep. Ritual's like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because normally it's a normally it's like you cast it and like it's just an action.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, like a 10 minutes sounds like a fair trade-off since I normally can't get this spell.
Yes.
But we're like I got it through my tome.
Yes.
It'll count it as the spell that I'm able to gain this level.
Totally cool with me. That sounds very fun.
I'm also, if there's no objections, I'd like to keep the stamp of the Starostis stamp.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, he's definitely needing a new name. His political name.
Should be something very pompous.
Yeah.
Like Clarence. I mean,
Cool.
It wouldn't be Clarence, but it would definitely be. It'll definitely be something.
how funny would it be though if you die and you come back and you don't hang out with Clarence anymore, so you don't realize that you name yourself Clarence?
Well, no, I still like because I kind of messed up, so I made it to where my guy he remembers all the same memories, so he would remember.
Yeah, I remember.
But it would be funny if like we came back and the Rat King and you, or him and the Rat King had the same name.
That would be very funny.
Yeah.
We go to introduce herself, and we're both like, you know, it's. God, I can't even think of a fucking really smart.
I didn't want to ever tell you my name because it was Rare Cleanse. We can't have a Clarence and a Rare Cleanse.
A Rare Cleanse?
It would just
Yeah.
be too confusing.
Oh, yeah, true. Okay. That's also not a name that I would have picked.
And my wife got this new card, it's a credit card, and it's metal.
Oh, weird. I've
Yeah,
seen
I don't know
those.
if that were like awesome or something. It's just, I keep playing with it.
I've had my like my Apple cards that are made out of titanium.
Yeah.
I've had that for like 4 or 5 years.
It just feels much more sturdy than crappy plastic cards.
Yeah.
I think one of my USB slots is going out because this entire night it just ba-dunk, 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 all night. I don't know what. I don't know what it's doing.
Oh, I was gonna say everybody should like you don't like if you look online you should be able to find a Xanathar's Guide to Everything has some pretty cool stuff that you can look up as far as like or revisiting downtime stuff.
Yes, it does.
So that you can look up like different things that your character could have been doing over the time.
Yep.
So like improve different things or learning different like languages
Mhm.
or learning different skills. Like the normal player's guide's got some pretty good stuff to it, but Xanathar's Guide to Everything has some really good stuff that you can do too.
Yes, it does.
I definitely recommend like look into that. Maybe you can like I imagine my guy would like try to create something magical or do something with magic. I don't know. I learned a new spell. I might hit you up and see about some of these other spells too.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
Oh,
What?
can I have Phantom Steed?
Is it a warlock spell?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, I mean, if you have access to it, then you can, I mean, rearrange your spells to how you like it. If you can have it, have it.
cool.
Totally.
Thank you. I'm taking it.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, Nick, if you want to completely revamp Clarence to be less barbarian and more superhero Batman rogue, like, go for it.
I kind of do, but I also kind of want to keep him a barbarian since he's still so brutal. Like, he's unreasonably brutal.
Yeah.
He's not a superhero. He's a vigilante.
Yeah. If you want to like even like move around your stats to make like I don't know, dexterity like your second highest stat or whatever. Like if you guys want to go to that extent, so like in your case you could have, you know, better stealthing and things like that with your dexterity. You can go ahead and do that. That's fine. I don't mind you moving around your stat numbers. Like that's cool. Let's get crazy and just shuffle everything around.
Actually, my guy's a monk now, not even a barber, or not even a warlock. But I'm keeping my warlock book. I'm kidding, I'm not.
I was gonna say, I mean, you gotta give me a really good reason for me to allow you to do that. I feel like that's not quite fair. I feel like Brune might make an appearance.
Cool.
Because she was cool. I liked her. She was fun.
Cool. Yeah. Now I'm going to have a phantom steed when I want.
Heck yeah. Oh, I can spell names. Hey, you guys want to know something kind of cool?
What's up?
Yeah.
If I stream tomorrow, I think I'll make affiliate.
Ooh. I was the other day when you popped on for a little bit, I was just getting home. Like I'd seen it like when I was like on my way home, and then I was like, okay, cool. So I got home and I took my dog out for a walk, and I was like, oh, let's pop on and like let's see Sarah's thing. And it was like last online like 5 minutes ago, and I'm like,
oh, bummer. It was a absolute terrible stream.
No, it was not. It was good.
So I could pop on and talk.
I liked it.
Oh, thank you. Kevin, it was so goofy. Like, I spent the first, like, probably 10 minutes trying to get a microphone to work. Because my Yeti wouldn't work. This guy wouldn't really work. It was just tech issue. I have no idea what was wrong. That's why I was late getting on tonight. Because David was trying to figure out what garbage, like, it was just garbled numbers and letters in my, like, microphone slot. We don't even know what it was trying to do. And then the cat wanted to be one with me and eat my monitor at the same time. And so I'm trying to like play a game while trying to like, you know, get around my cat. And, but otherwise it was fun. Like, Nick, thank you so much for stopping by. That was really, really cool. It was a fun game. And it was cool that 2 other people stopped by.
Yeah.
So that was like super neat. And I think I don't my son is gone this weekend and David's got work, so I think I might just get up and stream a little bit more again and see what happens when I do that. After I do that, because that game is super fun and I want to unlock more characters and level them up, so that'd be fun. And I want to get another Among Us stream planned for maybe sometime next month.
Yeah, that would be fun.
If we have enough like heads up, we could get more people maybe.
Yeah, sure.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah.
Thom, you should totally play with us.
We'll see.
We'll see. Just lying to your friends. That's the game.
No, but I don't want people to be able to figure out what I'm lying. I want to keep my lies a mystery.
Well, if you're really good at lying, then it won't be a problem, right?
I don't know.
I'm a bad liar.
How big can Johnny's secret crime syndicate get?
That's something that you and I can discuss.
Cool.
You tell me what you want, and then you and I can discuss it.
All right.
This only works if Sturgeman tries to bust it up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I fully planned on it.
Yeah. I had some outlines for things in the works for the three of you individually, starting your own little thingies and then bumping heads. Knowing or maybe not knowing who you were bumping heads with. So if you're still game for that, I am still game for that.
No, 100. I fully plan on this guy basically like becoming Harvey Dent over these last 2 years, where like he moves into a really like upscale like condo or somewhere like really fancy and like downtown. He's like starting getting into politics. I want to like he started dating Carrie for a short time. They broke up. Now he's got like, you know, he's out and about nowadays. He's make it to where like he's always doing something, not necessarily shady, but sometimes.
Yeah.
You got the whole crime syndicate thing. I want to make it to where I imagine that by this time I've got everything I need to like forge my nobility paperwork.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So like I'm in tight with like the fancy crew. I go to all this DeRosa's things, you know.
Yeah.
I like to imagine we have a pretty solid relationship, even though like I fully plan on like, you know.
Ousting him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm coming for him. But I'll play game until then. But when it suits me, you know, I like if I need to, I'll like fake myself and make myself look and act like somebody else to pass myself off and get into other places. I'm always up to something.
Heck yeah. This just seems so perfect for him.
Yeah. And then like, but on the underside though, he's got his underbosses running things. You know, Caden, Jaden, Taden, and Aiden.
That's right.
You remember the crew?
Yeah.
So he's got them running things. You know, maybe they're getting bigger. They got more income coming in.
Yeah.
Still going to the casino. Maybe I alter self to I got a separate personality when I'm going down there, so that people don't see, you know, politician.
Oh, of course.
Walking into this stuff.
Yep. Totally.
Yep. His face is starting to turn half black. Got his Alistair Black Eye going on with his eye patch. I'm excited.
Yeah. Oh, this will be great.
Sturgeman constantly taking out my my entry level mob guys.
Oh yeah, Sturgeman's cleaning up the streets, asking the guys on the bottom, "Who's your boss? Where is he?" Slowly taking out Aiden, Taden, Jaden, and whoever else.
Caden.
Taden.
Basically anything that ends with an Aiden.
Yeah.
But I specifically want Taden.
Okay, you got it.
Because that's not a normal Aiden name.
You got it.
So I want Taden because it's ridiculous.
Sure thing. You got it written down. I've got you.
This is gonna be good.
Oh, I just realized the Dragonborn was the maid.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
So, yeah.
They fell in love at the party.
Because she had a thing for rats. She was kind to the rats.
She was kind to the rats.
Yeah, and then the Rat King hid in the cupboard the whole time.
Yep. It's really sweet. Really awkward interaction. It was great.
Well, I modeled them after real life.
You're gonna have to tell us all about how everything unfolded. Tell us about the wedding, how you specifically didn't invite Clarence.
Oh my goodness.
Rose.
Glorious. I love this. I love this.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Should we call it there then?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you everyone for stopping by and hanging tonight. Matt, it was so good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Psyched to see you. It's lovely as always to see you. Counting my hiccups because I get excited and I have hiccups and I love it. Yeah, everyone, thanks for playing. We'll see you next week. Same bat time, bat channel. Thank you. Where can everyone find you guys? What?
Sturge Man time.
Sturge Man time.
Yeah.
Sturge Man channel.
Same-
Yep.
Same Sturge channel, same Sturge time.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm the
Yeah.
poet laureate of professional wrestling, Nick Radford. Check me out all the places. Nick is Radford. Check out my website, Nick is Radford, for my blog. Listen to the Championshipping podcast. Find the Academy at DOA Pro Wrestling March 4th, and again, we'll probably show up to SOS Pro Wrestling on March 10th. We are the SOS Tag Team Champions.
That's right.
We are, yeah. I'm Thom
But
Alman.
now you know who.
What?
You know.
No, go ahead. We don't need to be a team.
Oh my goodness.
No.
My bad. It was dumb on my part. No.
I'm Thom Alman, the other half of the Academy. You could find me at Educated Enforcer on Instagram. I changed my Twitter handle to Thom Alman, so it's easier to find. Yeah, like Nick said, come to Portland, come to DOA, see us take over the Pacific Northwest. Yeah, thanks everybody for playing. I had a good time.
It was so good.
But you know who will be at SOS?
This guy.
This guy right here.
Heck yeah.
Doing some lifeguard stuff in a match that I know and won't say yet because it's not announced.
Exciting.
Is it CM Punk?
Yeah. Shh. I can neither confirm nor deny that it is clobbering time.
Clobbering time.
Alright.
Great. All right. Hey, everyone. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. Bye.